around the world.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Clear Channel Outdoor, an out-of-home billboard company harnessing innovation and technology to connect advertisers with consumers. Billboardsforbusiness.com. And by Schwab. Schwab offers investors choices like full-service wealth management, self-directed investing options, and trading on Thinkorswim. More at schwab.com.
From Marketplace, I'm Sabri Benishore, in for David Brancaccio. The Biden administration has unveiled new rules for the export of U.S.-made computer chips used in artificial intelligence. The idea is to keep the chips away from countries of concern like China and keep AI computing power in the U.S. Marketplace's Nancy Marshall-Genzer has more.
The Biden administration says powerful chips used in AI can be deployed in mass surveillance and used in weapons of mass destruction. There won't be any restrictions on exports of U.S. AI chips to 18 allies, although exports to countries under U.S. arms embargoes like China will be banned, and there will be caps on U.S. AI chip exports to most other countries. In a statement, chipmaker NVIDIA says the new rules would weaken U.S. global competitiveness and undermine innovation. The new rules aren't final, though. There's a 120-day comment period, meaning the final decision will be up to President-elect Donald Trump. I'm Nancy Marshall-Genzer for Marketplace.
The burger chain Shake Shack told investors on Monday that it plans to expand aggressively in the next few years, as in very aggressively. It wants to eventually operate 1,500 stores. That is compared to just over 300 right now. Shake Shack may be trying to seize a moment. Fast casual restaurants, these are kind of in between fast food and casual sit-down restaurants. This type of restaurant has been growing much faster than other parts of the industry, which have been struggling. Marketplace's Henry Epp has more.
There's no Shake Shack where I live yet, but Jersey Mike's just opened its second location in the area, so I went for lunch. Can I just get a regular original Italian?
Yeah, do a butt bread?
Yeah. It's next door to a new Dave's Hot Chicken and across the street from a Chipotle, all fast casual chains. They've gotten popular among diners who want better quality than traditional fast food, says Jonathan Mays, editor of Restaurant Business.
It's a fast food concept that serves a higher income consumer, and that higher income consumer is more concerned about the convenience than really about the price.
They've also benefited from diners who've been pinched by inflation, says James Cook, director of retail research at JLL.
A lot of families who, say, 4 or 5 years ago would have gone to a casual sit-down restaurant on a Friday night are now finding that too expensive.
All that's made chains like Shake Shack bullish about expansion, but that might be challenging, Cook says, because the retail vacancy rate is low.
They're going to have to be willing to spend more money, probably, than they expected. And they're also going to have to be willing to be flexible in where they go and what the format is.
For example, the Jersey Mike's I went to didn't have many places to sit, but I got my sandwich really fast. I'm Henry Epp for Marketplace.
Shake Shack stock, by the way, is up 0.7% in pre-market trading. And with that, let's do the numbers. Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ futures are all up in the 4 to 0.6% range, with Dow futures up 166 points. The yield on the 10-year Treasury is the highest it's been in a year, 4.791%.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by The Economist, devoted to providing independent journalism that makes sense of the news shaping the world. More at economist.com or with The Economist app, newsletters, and podcasts. And by Bitwarden. Securing new devices in 2025 can be quick and easy with the password manager designed to protect sensitive information across all accounts. Bitwarden.com.
A growing number of Americans are joining the ranks of what's called the sandwich generation. These are people who are taking care of both young children and aging parents at the same time, on top of working full-time. Recent research confirms what many already know from their day-to-day lives. This type of situation takes a toll on mental, physical, and financial health. For more on this, we're joined now by Marketplace's senior economics contributor Chris Farrell in St. Paul. Hi, Chris.
Good morning.
So have we not kind of always had a sandwich generation, a generation burdened by taking care of the people who, took care of them, plus their own kids.
Yes, there has always been a sandwich generation, but here's the thing. It's gotten much bigger over time. Pew Research Center, they estimate that about 1/4 of American adults now belong to the sandwich generation, and adults in their 40s, they have the biggest presence. And the reason why the ranks of people joining the sandwich generation are growing is the combination of longer lives on average and having children later. And a majority of the sandwich generation, by the way, is in paid employment.
Yeah, so they are working on top of taking care of everybody. What does the research say about the mental health of people in this position?
On average, they can experience significant declines in their mental health, including depression, anxiety, and burnout. I mean, it's no surprise there, right? And mental health concerns can persist for several years. And these insights, they come from a recently published report by researchers in the United Kingdom. And what they did is they looked at some 2,000 sandwich caregivers and compared their experience to 2,000 caregivers solely looking after a child under 16 from 2009 to 2020.
I have to say, I have seen this myself. Friends entering their 40s, things get really hard taking care of their parents and their kids. And the study you just mentioned was in Britain, of course, but presumably, do people face the same challenges here in the U.S.?
Absolutely. U.S.-based study published 2 years ago reported that nearly 1/4 of those surveyed that they confronted financial strains, and nearly 1/2 said they dealt with significant emotional difficulties. By the way, it is important to emphasize that these surveys also show that a majority of sandwich generation adults, they're very satisfied with their family life.
What about employers? Is there anything employers can do or are doing to help?
Employers are doing more and more. They're embracing caregiving benefits. So the reason why employers are doing that is they're looking to improve productivity and employee retention in an economy with an unemployment rate of 4.1%. The problem is you have to be working at an organization that offers these benefits. And there have been various public policy proposals for better supporting all adult caregivers, yet none has really gained traction in the nation's capital.
All right. Marketplace's senior economics contributor, Chris Farrell, thank you as always.
Thanks a lot.
In New York, I'm Sabri Benishore with the Marketplace Morning Report. From 8 p.m., American Public Media.